Hey Elite Hair Care Pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA, Elite Total Body Care, and also private label hair care company. So today's video is going to talk all about how I regrew my edges once upon a time, and also how to get your edges back while you are wearing weaves and braids or after the fact. So if you guys are new to my channel, first and foremost, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up this video, and be prepared to comment at the end of the video. Okay? All right, good. So let's get straight into the meat and potatoes. If you're like me, I am a hairstylist. For those of you that don't know, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I've been so for over almost 2 decades now. But at the same time, as a cosmetologist, you get bored with your regular hairstyle. So you guys know I have a shortcut, but I like to dibble and dabble in different styles. So with that being said, as of right now, I have in a quick weave, okay? So this is a glue-in quick weave, you guys. It is glued on. It is not sewn. I don't have on our working girl unit today, which is something that we are releasing really, really soon. So I'm really excited about that part. But with the fact that I have on this quick weave, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to teach you guys how to care for your hairline when you are dealing with situations where, number one, you can't stop wearing weave. Number two, you're not comfortable yet. Number three, you might not know how to do your hair. Or number four, you just don't even care about your hair. And now you're getting to the point where you care about your hair, right? All right. So as I said, this is a full-on quick weave, but I want to show you guys something in the midst of me having this quick weave on. And this is a pro tip that I would recommend for my Elite Hair Care Pros when you are getting your installs done, okay? So if you guys notice, let me use a little comb here. My hairline, which your hairline is typically about 1/4 of an inch to an inch back, okay? So right in front of your earlobe is your hairline. So if you guys notice, under my quick weave, this area that I have left out is actually the most fragile part of the entire head, okay? So this area cannot really handle a lot of tension on it, which is very important. This area typically does not do well with a lot of tension. And the reason it doesn't do well with a lot of tension is because that is one of our stress areas. That area is a place where we soothe ourselves. It is also the area that takes on the most stress from the actual body. So when you're stressing inside, it's typically the hairline itself, because it is the most fragile and the most frail, or the crown of your head. Why? Because that is where we call your lobe. So you have a lobe right here. If you guys don't know, and you feel your head right here, you have your temples, right? You have your temples. If you feel in here, you have another lobe. I don't know what it's called in Jamaica. In Jamaica, we call it yamuola. Other people might call it your soft spot, right? You also have one in the nape of the neck, right at the base of your spine that goes up into your brain. There's one there as well. And those are the areas where we suspect the most damage, okay? So one thing that I definitely suggest for those of you who are trying to regrow your hairline is try to get styles where you are able to cover those areas rather than having to pull all of that hair in, even if you are natural, okay? And I know it's not the most convenient for my natural gals because you want, you know, you might have that kinkiness, whatever. But to be quite honest, a lot of the styles that we're getting now, you can hide those areas without even touching them by getting a sew-in or even braids, okay? So for me, because I know that this area is very important to me, because I like to wear my hair from time to time, I like to do my own hair, I definitely wanted to make sure that I kept that area out. And that was how I was able to regrow my hairline after doing so much damage to it from wearing sew-ins after sew-ins after sew-ins. I wasn't really so much into braids, but I always wore a lot of sew-ins because that was just very convenient. And at that time, I wasn't certain if I wanted to grow my hair out or I wanted to keep my hair, right? So that was something that I had to really, oh no. That was something that I had to really kind of just make the decision to do. There we go. Life is happening at the same time. We're going to take these off too. Okay. But this is definitely an option. So I'll show you guys again really closely. And then what I also noticed for longevity of your actual style. So let's say you're like me, you have a sew-in or a quick weave. Longevity, the area that typically starts to raise or stretch the most is the hairline. So what I've noticed is since doing this style and not placing it directly on my hairline, my actual install of whether it be a quick weave or a sew-in has lasted a lot longer. Number one, you perspire the most in this area of the head. Number two, it is the most susceptible to damage because once you place that glue or those braids or those cornrows trying to secure your actual style, once you place it in this area starts to drag back first. And it's so frail that all the hair ends up coming right out with it. So rather than putting yourselves in that position, find a stylist that understands the art or the magic in weaving or extension services, and that will help you the most. So for me, because I know I wanted to cover this area, I did U-tracks. So U-tracks is where I place the track at an angle rather than straight ahead. So I don't need this area when I'm doing the style, because if I place it as a U, it's going to drop over my hair rather than drop through my hair. So definitely make sure you're finding a stylist that understands how this concept works, because that's very important. A lot of times you guys are going to stylists just because of the price. You guys are going to stylists just because somebody else went to them, and these stylists don't have a clue or a care in the world about your hair. Whereas Crystal, hello, Elite Hair Care USA, this is why I call you guys pros, because as a pro, you understand the chemistry behind the hair. Right? And this is what causes that hair to start growing. This is why our products have proven to be so successful, because we give you the knowledge first, then we give you the product with it. But knowledge is always power. Knowledge is always power, you guys. All right. So let's talk a little bit in regards to wig wearing, okay? Because I know wig wearing is it's a very big industry now. So I'm gonna take out one of our working girl units. This is called a working girl unit, okay? So the reason why we call this a working girl unit is because it is a lace frontal unit, but it does not require a lot of the energy that you have to put into the standard lace frontal units. So our units are comprised as T units. And when I say T units, this unit is just a very small opening, right? And then it has a very small amount of lace on the edges to give you that natural hairline look, but you don't have a 13 by 4 inch frontal. Now, for those of you that like to wear wigs, this is this is one of the #1 reasons right now why the hairline is in such disarray throughout the entirety of the world amongst African American women. Why? Because when you are placing these units on and you're getting them installed with adhesive, a lot of times these stylists don't care. They're putting the adhesive right at the base of your hairline, which, as we talked about earlier in the video, this part of the hair or the head is very, very, very easy to damage. The littlest thing can pull this hair out. So that is another reason why we designed the working girl line, because we wanted to make it where you could wear your unit glueless and also treat your hairline at the same time, and also the hair that is behind it. A lot of things that we do now are based on convenience. And mainly the reason why a lot of people get these wigs installed is, #1, they want it to look like baby hair. They want it to look like their hair. But #2, because they don't understand the anatomy of the head and the importance of the hairline. So that's another reason why we created the working girl line, which should be coming out soon. That was one of the working girl line units. And we got to the point where we wanted to do the T units because we wanted to make it very easy for you guys to be able to care for your hair in the midst of you still having a banging style and looking your absolute best, but you're still able to care for areas like this where once it's gone, it's gone. And when it's gone, you are literally in a bad place because you really, really want it back. So the hairline was very important to us, and that's another reason why we got into that line. So for those of you that wear wigs or make your own wigs, be very conscious of what you're doing to your hairline. Every single time you put that wig on and you take that wig off, if you're not protecting that area, if you're not strengthening that area, strengthening is a big part of it as well, because you can have a very weak hairline and one strand at a time goes every single time you put a unit on and off. Every single time you would add that adhesive and people try to put it like, oh, I have edges. No, your head looks like a rainbow, okay? Your edges are like a rainbow. And I do not remember edges looking like a rainbow at any form or shape or time. So be mindful of what you're doing and how you're doing it. That is the number one line of defense to regrowing your hairline. Okay, so let's get into how to regrow this hairline if it is able to regrow. So number one, I hope you have your pen and paper ready. Let's get straight into it. This part of the video is going to be slightly quick because I talk about this information all the time, but I wanted to really give you guys the background to it. So number one, you want to make sure, like I said, that you are utilizing your units in the right way. Try not to use a lot of adhesive anymore. They are making units, especially like even the working girl unit. They are making units now where they are so natural looking, even as glueless. It's better than having them placed on with adhesive or tape, okay? All of you that like to spray hairspray on your hairline to hold your units down, all you are doing is drying out that hair and killing the follicle just the same. So you are not excluded from this conversation, okay? Number two, have a regimen that is specific to regrowing your hairline. We have regimens for everything, okay? We have regimens for color treated hair. We have regimens for natural hair that is low porosity. We have regimens for high porosity hair. We have regimens for salt and pepper or gray hair. We have regimens for edge repair. We have so many different regimens that are required, no different from there are different medications for everything that you have that goes on in your body. You are not using Tylenol to treat every part of your body, okay? You are not using Benadryl to treat every part of your body. No, there are multitudes of medicines for every little thing. So same thing with your hair. Your hair requires just as much care. It requires just as much thought. And the hair is typically the one area that lacks the most. Why? Because they've created things that allow us to cover it up and not see it again until time comes when you want to embrace it and you cannot. So let's talk about product. First and foremost, we have what we call an Regrow My Edges bundle kit. Okay, so we are getting into the magic of bundling systems for you guys that will allow you to know exactly what you need and when, rather than you having to pick through all of our products, because we do have a great multitude of very successful and working products. But the goal now is to bundle these together so that you have everything you need to attack this situation, period. So our first line of defense, if you don't already know, now you know, is called edge repair. Okay, so our edge repair and regrowth kit is a two-part system. Okay, this is a two-part system that you are able to utilize on the hairline once every 3 days. This system is very strong. It does not require a lot of work, but it does require consistency. So the way this system works, you will place it on the hairline, step 1 and step 2, one time every 3 days. So I'm going to demonstrate how you guys will utilize this product in just a moment. But outside of that, you definitely need to make sure, and I like to show things because it's a lot easier. Our new hair repair and restore shampoo and conditioner. The shampoo is sulfate free. Why is this very important for those of you who are trying to regrow your hairline? Number one, sulfates are really used to make the shampoo sud, but the backside to that sulfate is that is very, very drying to the hair. So that is the reason why we got into having sulfate-free products in regards to the shampoo, because we want to make sure that we are actually repairing the problem and not fixing one problem to create another. Like that mechanic that fixes your engine but breaks your transmission because he know you're going to come back later on. We want you to come back, but we want you to come back because you're seeing success, not because we created another problem. So the hair repair and restore shampoo is sulfate free. Great thing about it is it does not dry out the hairline, which is extremely important. The hairline is susceptible to the most dryness on any other part of your head. You typically will have more dryness here. Why? Because you perspire the most there. Your body's detoxing in that area. Your temple lobes are there, right? All of your stress goes there. The first thing you touch every single day is this. This is us every day. My edge is okay, girl? My edge is okay? Okay, so that's very, very, very important. So definitely the hair repair and restore sulfate-free shampoo is a #1 in this whole system. The Hair Repair and Restore Deep Conditioner is a #2 in the system. I hate to see people sell systems or bundles or offer any form of bundle and they're not giving you everything you need. There's nothing on this planet that will tell you to just shampoo your hair and don't go back and rehydrate it. You'll never hear me say that to you. So our bundle kits will come equipped with everything that you need for that particular issue. So the Hair Repair and Restore Sulfate-Free Shampoo, okay? It's also very good for those of you who have or are natural and you deal with a lot of frizziness. Sulfates actually contribute to the hair being even more frizzy. Let's think about it. Frizzy hairline, excuse me. No one wants that. Oh my gosh. I'm long-winded and it always happens. Anyway, so the Hair Repair and Restore shampoo and conditioner, most definitely. Also the Edge Repair Kit. And as you guys know, our Edge Tamer, which is the Elite Control Edge Control, also has hair regrowth properties. But for this system, I'm not going to say that our clear is not as good as our black, which is the charcoal color. But in my liking, the charcoal Edge Tamer is the bomb. #1, it creates a slight tint to the hair very temporarily. #2, it has an immaculate hold when used properly. And #3, it has that great growth property in it, just like the clear, right? The clear has great growth properties. The only difference is the charcoal has that tint to it. And I love the tint because I like to feel like my hairline is being nice and blended, rather than the clear where I feel like the clear just makes it more noticeable. But if you have a lighter colored hair, then you would use the clear. If you have darker colored hair or anything in a red, copper, or above, meaning dark brown or black, you can use the charcoal. The great thing about the Regrow My Hair kit or my hairline or edges kit, it comes with the charcoal color. The good thing about the charcoal is it will work on any color hair, but I know some people are very funny about their colors. So it might be about 5% of people that would not like the charcoal because of the color. But for any other properties, our charcoal edge control is bomb, and it also has that added hair regrowth property in it for the hairline. So I'm going to show you guys how to use the Edge Regrowth system, because a lot of you have this product or you want this product and you don't know how to use it. So now we've made it really, really simple. We have step 1 listed on the cream because it comes as a cream in the jar. This is a cream. Okay, so it is a cream. It does not build up on the hair. That's very important. And then this is the serum. Okay, and the serum also does not build up on the follicle. A lot of you who like to use Vaseline or Vaseline, that is suffocating your follicle. So I don't recommend using any form of petroleum-based product when you are dealing with your hairline. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my hair back. Okay. My earring back in. I just picked it out. All right, so what you're gonna need is our edge brush, which I am actually working at home, so I do not have an edge brush here, which is perfectly fine. But for those of you that do have our edge brush, or you don't, you can get the edge brush on our website. That brush is just amazing. It is perfect for this particular situation. Why? Because it literally just lays that hairline down. It helps to stimulate that hair growth, that blood flow that's coming to the follicle. It helps to do all of that. So I'm going to use a rat tail comb because I'm at home, just kind of doing my thing. All right. So first things first, you are going to take step 1, which is the cream. So I am going to bring you guys nice and close. Okay, so you take the cream, a little goes a long way. And what I like to do is I literally just press it in to my hairline, okay? So I press it in just like that. Take your comb or your brush, okay? And you are going to literally Massage that in. Now you guys see when I said a little goes a long way, okay? It dissipates on contact the moment you start to rub it in. But I like to mold my hairline at the same time. So you definitely, you see how that just lays, right? Okay. And then you take the serum, and I like to put it on my finger, just like that. A little goes a long way. It's a very lightweight serum. Okay, same thing. And I'm just stimulating that blood flow in that area and laying it down. Now, this particular kit is used once every 3 days. You can use the edge control every single day if you choose to. The edge control is just going to be a backup in between the time of you using the edge repair kit. The edge control also has growth properties, and it also lays that hairline down. So you can definitely put that right on top of this. Okay, you can put it right on top of this and then mold your hairline the way you like it. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Now, the good thing is the fact that I left my hairline out, I'm able to still treat my hairline even while having this style. Important. Okay, so once again, little bit goes a long way. I'm pressing it in to my hairline. I even left my temple lobe out, you guys, right in that area. This area breaks really easily as well, so I even left that area out. Okay, very important. For those of you that like the baby hair thing, this would be the perfect time, but I'm not into the baby hair, but I'm just gonna mold it in for the sake of what I'm doing. Okay, and then take a little bit of my serum here. And I'm pressing it in to my hairline. Very important. Okay, and I'm just really stimulating that area. Okay, so now if I want to put my edge control on my hairline, I can. I prefer to do this at night before I go to bed, because that's when the body is at rest and you are able to absorb almost any and everything at that point. When you do it in the daytime going to work, you're moving, you're perspiring, and you're really just moving your product around. So it's really better to do it at night, or if you are a day sleeper, do it during the day before you go to bed. Before you go to bed. There we go. Okay, so that is how you use the Edge Regrowth Kit that comes inside of our Regrow My Hairline or Regrow My Edges bundle. Very, very, very important that you follow directions, you guys, and be consistent. The most success that I hear is from people who are so consistent with our products, it becomes a regular day for them. They wake up and they use our products. They sleep and they use our products. Like, that's very important, you guys. Very, very, very important. Okay. So consistency is definitely key. I want you guys to see that. Listen, your girl. I don't even have to think twice. And my style still looks bomb. Just like that. Okay, and now I'm going on about my day. And my edges are being repaired in the midst of it. Now, when it comes onto the shampoo and conditioner, you know your wash day should be at least every 7 to 10 days or every 10 to 14 days. Very important that you follow that actual schedule. That is another reason why we include the shampoo and conditioner, because a lot of you are not shampooing your hair or having a wash day on schedule. A schedule or a regimen is very important. Your hair remembers these things. And if you treat it like you don't need it, it's going to go away. So I hope you guys got some good information from this video. All of the products that I mentioned are available at EliteHairCareUSA.com. We have the bundle kit actually on our bundle kit page. So if you go there, you will see that bundle kit. It comes with everything that we just spoke about in this video. And then of course, I'll see you guys on the flip side. And don't forget, if you're not already a pro, go ahead, sign up for our newsletter so you can become a part of the Elite Hair Care Pro tribe, because we are not novices in this. We are professionals, and professionals use professional product. That's why we use Elite Hair Care USA. But I will see everybody in the next video. Happy holidays. Peace.